welcome to In the Booth. Steve is actually on assignment in Kuala Lumpur, so we have Morgan with us today. There was an article in Ad Age and Ad Week talking with executives from PepsiCo about how the agency model is going to not bend but completely break. Why is the agency model going to break, not bend? What are we doing wrong? How do we improve? And not just us at Bruner, but us, the marketing community as a whole.
I think that article talked about a couple interesting things, though. So the guy from PepsiCo comes up and he talks about the problem with advertising, how it's disruptive or interruptive or something like that, and
You were saying interruptive advertising.
saying it was interruptive, right? So essentially, he got up on stage in front of 2,700 advertisers and said, "We hate advertising," which was kind of an interesting thing to say to that group. But I think in a lot of ways, a lot of people in that room are probably saying, well, the way that we kind of approach it, we kind of do. His example, he kind of equated more along the lines to disruptive or meaningful advertising to how people as brands are doing things, right? So he brought up Kylie Jenner,
Kylie Jenner.
Kylie Jenner.
Kendall Jenner.
A Jenner.
One of the Jenners. They're both personal brand masters.
But what he gravitated more towards was like this was for a cause, for a reason. How they controlled their brand, the messages they put out there, it was a little bit more all-encompassing. It wasn't, hey, here's a 30-second commercial right before the commercial you want to watch, or hey, here's this thing 15 seconds before this, that, the other. It was more had to do with what was going on with culture, how we relevant here, let's do something in that space.
Do you think people can be ads? Because just trying to rethink the way that we do content, and I know there's a lot of terminology kind of disagreements. But say, Kylie Jenner, for example, is seen on her Instagram drinking detox tea. Not even on Instagram, just seen out in LA drinking detox tea. Does she become an ad for detox tea?
Yeah. But I think it's the validity of her brand that makes it possible, right? So if no one cares about Jenner, no one cares what that person is drinking, whether it's a conscious choice that they're drinking that type of tea or not, cool, but it's the value that that brand brought to the table that tea now gets to leverage. But actually, I think it's interesting that you brought that up, because when it comes, in my opinion, when it comes to content, there's a lot to be learned from personal brands. Where you talk about frequency or what you should post, it's really interesting that it's what's going on in their lives, right? What they decide to put out there, how much they decide to do. You can kind of see the evolution of what they're kind of sharing, and it's within their wheelhouse. It's not necessarily trying to push something overly or trying to do this or that. It's, this is what I'm about, this is what I will share, and regardless of what happens, it's something that I can defend. It keeps it honest, it keeps it alive.
Good stuff. Good conversation today. Thanks for joining us, Morgan.
My
If you're
pleasure.
watching this and you would like to join me or Steve and I, let us know. Thanks.